Okay, like Denver, first team in 22 years to trail by 18 plus with 6 minutes left and win. Since 03, teams were 0 of 1,601
Jesus.
when down 18 plus with less than 6 minutes remaining. First team ever to be shut out in 3 quarters and put up 30 plus points in the fourth for the win. Set a franchise record for the most points in a quarter. Okay, Brian Daboll probably felt like after that Chargers win and the Eagles win, like, all right, I can move some furniture around in my little Oval Office. Like, I'm going to be here a while. But, like, this is the one way that you don't keep your job with the quarterback showing you he is the truth and the light. Okay? Yeah. Blowing this lead it's criminal. And there were defensive miscues along the way.
Yeah.
But there were management issues. There were offensive issues. This was.
I was going to say, in the situation he's in, you can't have Hemingway losses.
This is the Hemingway game.
Yeah,
we were trying to decide which drunkest game of the day. This was the drunkest game of the.
He had a Hemingway win.
Well, they're
and now a Hemingway loss.
They're in the Hemingway game every week now.
I said it was a Willie Nelson game, Chris, because it was at Mile High.
It was high.
Mile High Stadium.
That's really good.
Game,
That's a good one.
That's really good. But
the kicker, you think, he was in 32A, seat 32A, right near the bathroom on the plane.
People can be mad at the kicker all they want, and the kicker blew it. But when you lose a game like that, if anybody on that plane is walking up to the kicker, they should sit the fuck back down, because the football team lost this football game. And, like, yeah, the kicker, he makes that kick at the end. They go into overtime, and, there's the earlier mishap as well. But, like, it just – you don't blow this lead. It's 19-0 after the Giants score a touchdown, okay? And the thing that changed for me was the Broncos' run game got going. I want to snap a picture, Reed. I sent you this picture looking at all 22 this morning. This is the toss play to Dobbins that goes for a bunch of yards. Not that one, the next one. That's another issue that we're going to talk about in a minute. Giants are misaligned, or if this is how you align to this look, like, you should probably throw this in the trash and light it on fire. The end man on the line of scrimmage for the New York Giants is the shade. And you have an off-ball linebacker slightly outside Garrett Bowles. Guys don't know what they're doing. They toss the ball to the left. I mean, you could be my child, my 6-year-old son could check out of this and get them to the right look. I don't know what Bowen's doing here. I don't know what the Giants are doing here. And, it's not like this is the run that loses in the game, but that just kind of gives you the idea of, like, they just were not on their P's and Q's. And Bo Nix, who's a shit show, a lot of fun, the PBU for a touchdown. You get a PBU for a touchdown. Then you get Jaxson Dart off a ricochet for a touchdown to Theo Johnson. Absolutely the drunkest game. The biggest mistake in the game is obviously dropping back on 3rd and 5 to throw. Fine. Okay, at that point in the game. 26-16, 5:07 to go. Denver brings 6-man pressure. He throws a pick. There's no hot. Like, to me, I understand you want to ice this game away and you shouldn't just punt the ball back to the fucking Broncos. But how about a sure-handed completion somewhere? Or how about give the guy a hot if you're seeing that look? There's no hot. Stranad just drops right back in the middle of the field, and Dart doesn't see him. He has a rookie moment. He makes a big mistake, and that to me is like when you know that the Broncos are going to win that game.
Justin Stranad has been playing so well the last few weeks.
Stranad.
When you are on the road in the NFL and you start blowing a lead, it feels like a tidal wave. It feels like there's a flood, and you're trying to stop the water from getting in, but, like, it's just inevitable.
What did Shane Falco say in the replacements? It's like quicksand.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, whatever you do, you just can't get.
That's what it feels like, and it feels like every play you're like, what's going to go wrong now? And it culminates with them dropping 8. And they're down 2 guys in their secondary, and Brian Burns is super pissed off walking in the locker room, and I don't blame him. As a D lineman who's on the field on 3rd down all the time, that was the thing that really got us upset. And Bo knows this. Like, I'd come off the field and be like, fucking Schwartz. You know, like you're the most aggressive guy in the world. We're running.
We didn't
fence
drop
on
that.
third and
We didn't
8.
drop 8 that many times with Jim.
No, but sometimes we would, and I'd be like, Jim,
We
you
would do it in the red zone, and we'd be like, "What the fuck? Like, this is not where we want to do it." You know,
don't want to do it.
Player,
You really
as a
don't
coach,
want.
you understand.
You don't want to do it. Brian Burns is right, okay? Because, and I know there are situations where you drop 8, but in that situation, at the end of the game, you're down 2 defensive backs. Anytime you take a defensive lineman off the field, you are making an exchange where you're saying, okay, we're going to put one more defensive back on the field and take one defensive lineman off the field. It seems simple.
We're gonna play coverage.
But when you're a defensive lineman for the Giants, you are like you're the strength of the team.
Yeah.
And so you're taking one of the strengths of your team off the field and putting a guy on the field who is a depth piece because you're down 2 guys in the secondary. And now put the picture up, Reed.
It's like the defensive equivalent of taking the ball out of your best player.
That's it.
You know.
Look at this.
yeah,
This is the completion. There's fucking 5 of these fucking guys standing around the completion. So you get the problem is not more DBs.
Right.
The problem is that the Bo Nix is not feeling any kind of pressure, and I understand, but the game's over as soon as that happens. So there were just so many wild moments in this game. And lastly, Jaxson Dart, who is the future for the Giants. I do see a lot of good things about the guy. The funny narrative to me today is Jaxson Dart led him on a game-winning drive, which he did. But you know what that game-winning drive consisted of? 2 absolute bouquets, bro. Hufanga wanted to catch the bouquet so bad he killed Jones. and it like they could be 4 or 5 guys could have had picks on that. And then the PI is totally questionable. And it's the right thing to do. You take a shot at the pylon. At that point, the worst thing that could have happened to the Giants was scoring the first play.
Yeah.
That, you know, like to me, that's the worst thing that could happen.
It's almost like they wished his knee had been down.
Yes.
And short of the goal line.
Yes.
And-
Because the way that game's going, Bo Nix is going to go get the ball down the field and they're going to kick a field goal. You just know. It's a Big 12 game.
Bo leave, brother. The last like 5 games, what do you want in a quarterback? You want a quarterback who can take you down the field at the end of the game if you're in that situation and kick a field goal to win or score a touchdown when you need it, and he's done that every
It's
every
like a baby.
game.
He's got a little baby Baker Mayfield thing going on. Baker Mayfield's been engineering these drives at the end of games, and he's an MVP candidate. Bo Nix is far from perfect, but he is, and Sean Payton, they are making it count in these moments. The problem is they keep putting themselves in this position, including when you get the ball back, you're immediately 3rd and 11. This is on the second to last possession. They got to 3rd and 11 so fucking fast, and then they bailed themselves out on the Mims throw, which was great. And I also thought it was smart, was like, it's 3rd down, it's like 2:08 to go. Sean Payton is like, we are taking a shot right now. We're gonna run 2 plays in 8 seconds because if we have to punt, and maybe if it was 2:12 or something, they would have been able to execute this but like they're thinking about the 2-minute warning, and they take the shot, they hit Mims, and then the other really impressive one was the operation on the Cortland Sutton out at the end of the game to be able to land in bounds, have the wherewithal. It should take about 10 seconds to get a spike off. They do. They kick the field goal. It's just bang, bang, how quick it happened. And Evan Ingram was big for them. In a garbage time situation where coverage is going to be back, you need a guy that can take dump downs and turn them into big gains, and that's what he did.
Well, what happened in the Eagles game? We went to Evan Ingram late.
Yep.
We started rolling. What happened in the Jets game? We went to Evan Ingram late. We started rolling. What happened in this damn game? We went to Evan Ingram in the 4th quarter. We scored 33 damn points.
Giants allowing 9 unblocked pressures. That's just not good. And the run pass, easy to figure out based off formation. So, like, I don't think Daboll is without blame in this game.
Correct. I will say the 2 tackles, Andrew Thomas and Jermaine Illuminor,
Yeah.
they played phenomenally with all that
Thomas
shit
has been
talking.
unbelievable this year.
They
Thomas
stepped up. Benito, no
year.
sacks. Cooper had a sack and a half on both on cleanup.
Yeah.
But they played phenomenally.
I'm happy for that dude, man, because he started his career and they were just talking down on the kid, and the kid is now a really good offensive tackle in the NFL.